support and
Joseph Kony, a warlord and the alleged leader and founder of the Lord's Resistance Army, is facing 12 counts of crimes against humanity and 23 counts of war crimes, including murder, rape, and sexual enslavement, among other grave offences. He allegedly committed these offences in 2003 and 2004 in northern Uganda. On Friday morning, representatives of the International Criminal Court held a media engagement to update the nation about the progress of Joseph Kony's case. Leonie Von Braun, the senior trial lawyer from the Office of the Prosecutor, stated that a 60-page document of evidence is set to kickstart the hearing of the case against Kony in his absence.
We have received a decision of the Pretrial chamber issuing the decision that the confirmation of charges hearing in Mr. Kony's absence would take place on the 9th of September of this year.
Although the defense legal team led by Peter Hyenes had earlier appealed against the proceedings, arguing that a trial in absentia was not valid, the court ruled otherwise.
The appeals chamber rejected all of the defense arguments on the interpretation of the Article 61(2)(b) and their interpretation of the meaning of a person who cannot be found. And if you are a person who has fled or cannot be found, does not need to be distinguished, those two forms.
The prosecution will also rely on written witness statements from affected communities in Gulu, Lila, and other regions.
Wanted, as Office of the Prosecutor, to call 5 witnesses to come and orally testify, meaning testify live before the court as individuals. But the decision of the judges is that we don't need to call them to testify live, so we can only rely on statements or summary evidence or the documentary evidence for the confirmation hearing. So,
in an effort to ensure victims and communities access the proceedings, the ICC will implement grassroots sensitization through various media platforms and other initiatives.
we have the responsibility to make sure these proceedings are followed by the victims and affected communities and stakeholders and the media. Civil society would have live radio broadcasts. Already we have contracted the services of 4 radio stations based in Gulu, in Lira, and in Soroti to ensure that they publicize live the proceedings.
Despite the ICC issuing an arrest warrant for Joseph Kony on 8th July 2005 and later amending it on 27th September 2005, attempts to trace him have continued to yield no results. Rebecca Nantongo, Docas Chimono, UBC News.